Hello there and welcome to BNetTV.com. I'm Michelle Sklar. We are here at CTIA Wireless 2008 and I am joined by Brian Hecht of Kikucall. I love that name, by the way.
You said it correctly, too.
A charming little ring to it.
Thank you.
Brian, we had a chance to speak with you. I believe it was actually almost a year ago at the Mobile Marketing Forum that was in New York. Now, for our viewers that are tuning in for the first time, give us a quick overview of what you guys are all about.
Sure. Kikucall is a mobile marketing agency. So what we do is we help brands and the agencies that work with them build mobile programs to extend brands and connect consumers with brands using their cell phones and all the neat things that you can do with them now. And that means everything ranging from simple SMS messaging programs, ringtones, WAP pages, and the whole scope of technology beyond that.
Okay, so if you can kind of, I think, give us a little bit more of a real-world experience is how it actually works with your particular service and how you put things together for a company.
Sure. Well, we are a full-service mobile marketing agency, and that means that we can handle any part of the mobile experience. But I'll give you a great example. Since we last spoke, we've begun working with the national retailer Urban Outfitters, which is a really great fit because it's a youthful demographic, a little bit edgy, right? So they found that mobile was the perfect way to communicate with their consumers who wanted to hear from them. So we worked with them to help them build an opt-in list of consumers who wanted to get secret deals on their cell phone, and it's not just deals and coupons, it's invitations to events, it's contests, and I'll tell you, we just announced the results of one of their most popular promotions. They actually had a promotion where consumers could text in a suggestion for a T-shirt, and then with the winning T-shirt would actually get produced by Urban Outfitters and sold in the store. So that's an example of where mobile, you wouldn't want to just put that out there in the stores. It's exclusive. It's and it's a very personal medium. So that's a great example of the kind of thing we've been doing.
That's a fantastic example, and I'm sure we probably have some other new things to talk about. But there's so much in what you've just said that I kind of want to. I don't want to lose my train of thought if that's okay with you. Some of the things that have been discussed here at some of the pre-CTIA sessions that were happening yesterday is are we actually hitting the right demographics? Are consumers getting what they want? Do we have a real measure of understanding what those metrics are?
I think we still have a way to go. I mean, I think the most simple approach, and the one I recommend to our clients, is start with the same marketing metrics that you've always had. What are you trying to achieve with mobile? Are you trying to drive people into stores? Are you trying to get them to purchase more? Are you just trying to appear cool? And the nice thing about mobile is it's very measurable. But if you don't know what you're measuring, it doesn't matter how measurable it is, right?
That's fair. But one of the things I think, as far as mobile is concerned, is that there are more things that you can measure. There's more of a picture that you can look at. But part of it is sort of figuring out how to measure. Now, you use the example as far as retail is concerned and Urban Outfitters. Well, I mean, that's a store that I happen to like to shop in. So I know that if I'm going to be, given the opportunity to engage with brands that I really like, then I'm going to be really excited about those campaigns. Some of the concern is that people are kind of being forced to engage with brands that maybe they have no interest in. Right.
Well, that's always a concern. And when they do studies, when they ask in general, would you like to receive advertising on your cell phone? 95% of people say, no, why would I want to receive advertising on my cell phone? It's my last refuge, right?
Yes, exactly.
And yet, if you ask the question, would you like to receive a text message from a friend or from a brand that's super cool with something exclusive that nobody else has, then suddenly they say, well, that's something different. Maybe I would want to receive that. And that's the sweet spot. So it's not so much about measurement. It's really about finding that right kind of engagement.
Yes, absolutely. And which is the next thing that I wanted to talk about, the campaign that you spoke of as far as Urban Outfitters are concerned. I really enjoyed when brands do really cool campaigns, you know what I mean? The creativity and the innovation, if you will, I just think is really fantastic because it is so much about personalization. But I think that, one of the things that I remember that we talked about the first time we met is the real paradigm shift that's had to happen in advertising. The way in which brands were communicating to their audience members has really had to change, not just be repurposed, if you will. Because a mobile device is personal, and that makes it very powerful. But how you use it and the right creativity and knowing even how to take all the various elements of what you're doing in advertising, whether it is a billboard or a radio ad or a television ad or something all the way down to the mobile device, you really have to understand those various components. Well,
you've got it exactly right. There's two big trends that we're hearing about at this show that you've just touched on that it's worth mentioning. Number one is how important it is that mobile be complemented as part of an overall marketing strategy. So mobile is not just a marketing marketing end to unto itself. It needs to be complemented, whether it's by outdoor advertising or in-store or television or other media or internet. That's when it really works well. So that's number one. And number two is we are beginning to see the growth of what we're calling mobile advertising, which is converging a little bit with internet advertising, where we're showing banners on WAP sites and they can be targeted and so forth. But again, there's a special set of challenges. It's not the internet. We're all used to going to an internet site and seeing all kinds of crazy dancing monkeys for home mortgage rates and so forth. And we're immune to that. We see that, and some people click on it and some people don't. But when it's on your phone, even if you're just surfing the web on your phone, it's a much more intimate experience, and that ad has to be much more targeted for it to be accepted by the consumer. So that's the challenge we as an industry face.
Absolutely. You know, Brian, honestly, I could yap with you all day long. I always enjoy the opportunity to chat with you. But just before we wrap up here, do you have any other new announcements, anything that you want to share?
Yeah, in fact, because mobile advertising is so exciting, we've just announced the launch of our mobile advertising division. We just did a big buy with Absolute to support a product launch in the U.S. of an international. So I think in the next year, you're going to be hearing a lot more about the growth of the mobile advertising industry in addition to just marketing. And we're proud that Kikucall is now able to serve our clients with that as well.
Yay, that's awesome. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much. We've been here speaking with Brian Hecht of Kikucall, and we are here at CTIA Wireless in Las Vegas. I'm Michelle Sklar with BNetTV.com.